O gods of luck, do I trust thee with a random greed?
Yes, my chosen one. Press the button.
Oh, okay. I will. Thank. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this. My didn't really. It was so terrible. Oh my god. How are you all doing? Of course, tactical damage there to trigger the whore. Like we did need that, and probably should have just used the spacebar, and then we could have at least had an extra bit of damage at the beginning here. You know, it'd be really good, right? At the start of this episode, I'll commune with the gods of luck, and then I'll pretend to be them, and everyone will believe me. I really don't know what I expect. Well, actually, no. It's not like I thought people would believe me. It's not like a part of me went, "This is gonna be great. There's gonna be so many people sat at home going, oh, holy shit! The gods of luck are real. They spoke. They spoke in this man's video. I've got to tell the world." Though every part of me hopes that at least one person did. Like, statistically speaking, 10,000 people watch this. Maybe one person is delusional, naive enough, and easily convinced, and actually is now outside with lovely little made pamphlets. Because I'm at least, if I'm going to say that this guy is crazy, that was careful. Oh, God, stop shooting me, please. Okay, because, if I'm going to say this guy's crazy, I'll at least give him competent design skills. Oh, God, this is terrifying. I have half a heart, not a good amount of hearts. Okay, all right. God damn, how my heart? I have so much adrenaline pumping right now. I could like go for a run. No, I couldn't. I could be being chased by like an actual dinosaur, and I'm not going for the run. Fuck that. I'm dying to have explosives. That'll do. That paints for a good little greed run, doesn't it? Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a secret roomage. We can. Oh, don't mind if I do. The mark is kind of perfect. And now we don't even have to do the devil deal wave. What a lovely first floor, wouldn't you say? Perfect. Kinetic temperament. Wait! Cats. A future apocalyptic society where all cats have grown giant and not changed in personality just because all of them are now giant. Humanity is in peril. And the funny thing is, like, if you had to choose an animal and make it suddenly giant, choosing the house cat would actually cause such irreparable destruction and loss of life that I actually think it would be thousands, and it would almost be apocalyptic, because a cat, if big enough, would just instantly murder you. Like, it would kill you for fun because you moved, and don't try and tell me, no, mine one loves me, it's great. But I mean, fair enough, tell me if your cat loves me. I am very lovable, animals think I'm awesome. But your cat would still kill me if it could, alright? You all would, alright? Look at your cat's eyes right now, stare deep into them, and you try and tell me it isn't wondering if you're worth the effort, okay? You try and tell me. But no, right, okay, look, let me throw the question out there. I love cats, by the way, nothing against them, but I'm keenly aware it will kill my ass. I want to throw the question out there. If you had to choose one animal, suddenly it's like 20 times larger, and your goal is to cause as much destruction before it's contained as possible, what do you choose? And I really do think the house cat is probably super high up there. Either way, in fact, no, like, honestly, I really do think it is. Like, if that had to be my evil genius plan, like, put something in water that causes this mutation to happen, or, some way of distributing it in a common manner. So many people have them. They are a type of animal that is just a predator. Like, they have an actual instinct to just kill things that move. They can't help that. It's not necessarily evil. They just do, right? They see a moving thing, it needs to die. You know it's adorable when your cat chases down a thing like a laser pointer or you know, brings you a dead mouse as a present. It's lovely. You can save it for later. Nothing like mouse gut stew. But it would just be awful. Okay? I'm absolutely positive it would be a perfect storm. And no, I didn't extend that entire section and basically repeat what I just said so I could buy time to think of a cat pun. Okay? Because that's not something that I would do. You know me. You know I wouldn't. I'm not fooling anyone. I'm so sorry. Alright, slowly exploding this to death. Looking pretty good. I mean, I love getting Dr. Fetus at the start of any greed mode. It gives you so many options. Just the utility of having all that bombage is absolutely fantastic. And we did it. Yeah. Wait, I actually did do the devil. I like how I was like, yeah, this is great. It means I don't have to do the devil deal. And then went ahead and did the devil deal. We will take Blood Clot, actually. And, oh, Eve's Mascara, no. That would actually be really good with bombs. Is there any way for me to acquire some final extra moolah? Yes, there was. Can you have 6 money? Is there a chance? There's not a chance. I mean, actually, no, you've had way more than 6 in item value. But outside of that, not so much. That is definitely a shame there. Do I keep re-rolling and teasing myself? Because the thing is, you do sometimes get money when the machine breaks, right? So, in theory, it would still be worth it just in case that happens. And we actually cycled through a few items we wanted anyway. I don't know, actually. If you had, like, a little screen display, every time you pressed it, it randomized and said something. Like a specific make of car, a specific graphics card, a species of animal, a just amount of money. You know, something specific, but it could be literally anything in the world, right? Absolutely anything. And then there's another button on it, and oh my god, it's technically better. That's the really sad thing about this. And then there's another button on it, and when you press it, you get that thing, and then your machine stops working. And the catch is, anything that's already come up on the screen cannot come up again. So, like, a bajillion money comes up, and you're like, could I do better? Well, that's never coming back again. I would wager that people would go years and years and years of maddening, well, re-rolling before committing to that other button of yes, please. Like, don't you think? I definitely think that would be the case. Like how could you choose? Like, yeah, this seems good. It's a deed to a house, but what if later on I get the right to, I don't know, be king of this country here? What if inheriting a royal heritage comes up on the device? Because that's something, you know? There would always be a thing you could conceive. And the thing is, you'd also go days, perhaps, without seeing anything worthwhile, like a new pencil, a single vial of blood. And you're probably thinking, why is that one of the options? But, you know, there might be a vampire out there going, I don't know if I should accept this. What if there is a bath of blood or a swimming pool? But I don't like water, so I don't want to go near it. Oh, you don't know. There is a vampire with an item generator machine. You don't know? Okay. Prove me that doesn't exist. God, I hate people. Sorry, I had to just take a breath there, but you know, that not a great place to do it. I mean, I don't hate a lot of people. I think when I meet a new person, I most of the time assume that they're probably fine. I don't have an instant hate assumption. I do know a few people that do that, but I don't know, when you meet a new person for the first time, would you say you more regularly are on the side of, they're probably going to be, or do you are on the side of, yeah, a potential new friend, I'm so excited? Like, where on that scale do you kind of find yourself? I honestly think I'm kind of really neutral when it comes to that. Unless they have a very physical tell that they might be someone that I don't like they're wearing a hat backwards unironically, you know, that kind of heinous crime. Well, then I'm like, okay, probably don't want to interact with this person. You know, we all have our prejudice, okay? They're not made for that. Who got this product and just went, I'm gonna just use it differently? Now, admittedly, if you got your hat backwards because the sun's behind you and you want to shade your neck so you don't get a sunburnt neck because that's a bitch, that's a good idea, my man. High five for high UV protection, okay? Not enough people are UV aware, okay? You've got to have high specification sunscreen or you're just not protected, okay? And you need to reapply it at least once an hour. Otherwise, you're going to end up damaging your skin. It's simple. It's simple skin mathematics. I couldn't really just think of what it was actually simple of there, so I went with skin mathematics. Deal with it. I'm gonna get the black candle just because I think it's probably worth having. A curse on a greed run can completely ruin a floor. And see, look, I told you occasionally get money. I say I told you, like there's people in the comments going, no, you're wrong, you liar. Like, obviously, it's not the case. Oh, that was super worthwhile, my word. And we got the secret room, which is 3 spirit hearts. Yeah, that was an altogether pretty good curse room. So, guys, story time. My favorite. Mostly. I do wonder if one day I will regret doing all of these things. Like, if I ever die and, you know, it's a funeral, there's millions of people there because I'm a globally loved figure, of course, and, you know, they're giving my eulogies and they're saying, you know, this is what he achieved in life, and is it just going to be told embarrassing stories about self to strangers on the internet? Like, is that my legacy? Is that what I'm leaving behind? Because you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because, you know, that's not what it is. It's gave a load of people that, yeah, I've never met, but that doesn't make you any less important. Gave a load of people something to help pass the time. Help them, maybe, entertain them, or at least made them have a reaction, even if that reaction is, this video would be better with no commentary. Oh, you got me, internet stranger. Oh, I'm not sleeping tonight. Actually, a comment I got recently. Like, what? I'm not that annoying. I think. No, actually, no, I could see why someone would find me like that. And, you know, I accept it and move on. But the point I'm saying is, what if that was my legacy? I think it would be. Okay, I really, really do. You know what I have often thought would be a lot of fun to just, like, cheekily do? Record, like, a huge backlog of videos. Like, months and months and months worth of videos. I'm going to get this just because we get... Oh, see, it's because I knew that there was a halo behind it. I've just got really good intuition like that. And, like, you record months and months and months of videos, right? So when I'm dead, my will is, like, keep posting them and don't tell anyone. Okay? So months and months go by, and my videos are releasing as normal. No one knows anything is different. And then a video goes up saying, I'm dead. And everyone's like, oh, no, that's so sad. The world has lost a treasure. Oh, thanks, guys. And then it goes, he died 4 months ago. Dun, dun. And then it's like an ultra plot twist moment. That would freak you out because, technically speaking, I could be dead right now. You have no idea. The me that recorded this video could be dead. I could be gone. I could be obliterated. Whoa. I don't know. So I have been absolutely, unbelievably wrecked recently in terms of being tired. Like, absolutely just so tired. Because for reasons, let's just say, I ended up staying up for nearly 48 hours and not getting a lot of sleep. And I don't deal well with that. As a person, I like my sleep. Granted, I feel like most people don't deal with that. If you're someone who's like, I can stay up for 2 days, no problem. It is a kind of situation where I'd be like, I don't believe you. I get that some people can deal with fatigue really well, but, you know, kind of fine after 40 hours? No, you're still feeling it, right? Even though if you're good at dealing with it. I think that's the specific. Either way, I'm not good at dealing with it, and I was absolutely delirious with tiredness. I couldn't think properly, I couldn't even walk properly, and finally I was like, okay, because I spent all that extra time working because I'm a real masochist, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get like a 2-hour nap. I don't want to sleep fully because I'll wreck my sleeping pattern even more, and then we'll get a good night's sleep the night after. It's absolutely fine. It's whatever. And I eventually go to bed, get in bed, and I'm like, okay, cool. And this is at like 3 p.m. And considering it was 3 p.m. and that means I've been awake 48 hours, God, my sleeping pattern. Either way, I kind of just instantly kind of fall to sleep, but it's kind of a fitful sleep, you know, where you're both awake and asleep, and time seems to be kind of warping around you, and it's just not great. And then I suddenly jolt awake about 10 minutes later, as it turned out, looking at the time, and I hear this really weird sound. It's like the sound of someone picking up and dropping a plate, and I was like, that's weird. Danny's next to me, and I'm here. The lizards aren't that intelligent, bless them. What's happening? And I'm like, am I someone in the house? And then I hear the sound of furniture being dragged, like across a wooden floor, you know, that scraping sound. And then I hear like a crash happen, and it definitely is sounding like it's coming from the house. And I'm like, oh God, am I being robbed? Is that what's happening? And I do want to stress, it genuinely sounded like it. I was strongly, ooh, adrenaline, you don't get that often, and we do get spun, so that's really nice. Genuinely considering that as what was actually happening here. And my response to this was to go, oh, I'm so tired though, like, I'm just so tired. Should I do some? No, I'm too tired, I'm just gonna go to sleep. If we get robbed, we get robbed. It's, you know, it's only stuff. And I rationalized just going back to sleep after thinking genuinely that I'm being robbed because I was so goddamn tired. Like, seriously, so tired. So that was, you know, the initial poor decision. I think we can agree. And then about 10 minutes later, I wake up again to another crashing sound, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't imagining it. It's real. It is real. So I kind of look over and see Danny there, and she's been asleep for like 8 hours at this point. So I kind of shake her and try and get her to awake, but you got a better chance waking up an elephant. No, don't tell her I said that. And I'm like, we're robbed. Stop the robbers. And I'm so delirious with tiredness that I can't even properly word. And it kind of comes out as, stop rob. So it sounds like I woke her up to be going, I know where you've been. I've seen the text. Who's Rob? Stop Rob. And she kind of looks at me and goes, you're asleep. Yeah, in a kind of sleepy voice herself, and then pulls her blindfold back down so she can go back to sleep, because obviously she sleeps during the day because she's on night shift, so it helps her go to sleep. And I'm like, god damn it, I've lost her. I don't have the energy to wake her up right now. I'm gonna have to deal with this myself. So I kind of fall out of bed, and that's really not even a exaggerating way of putting it, and I waddle, and it really is waddling at this point, over to the lounge door in the corridor where I can hear the sounds coming from the other side of. And now that I'm this close, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's definitely happening, dentro el mano. And I think, okay, maybe if I call out, they'll get like startled and stop robbing me, because that's how that works. But what do I call out? And then I kind of just mull it over, and I hear another sound, and I kind of go, oh god, I need to do something. So I go, I'm too tired. Is my go-to here. I kind of realize even in my sleepy state, I should have said it. Oh god. And then I follow it up with, please leave. I don't know what I'm thinking. And then the lounge door opens, and I see a guy stood there, and I've just thrown on a t-shirt, and then I'm wearing pajamas elsewise, and I see a guy stood there, and I actually don't recognize him. So genuinely now I'm like, oh god, but is this real? Like, if I'd have known it was definitely real, I don't think I would have shouted something so moronic. And then he goes, hi, yeah, your dad sent me to drop off this settee and some other stuff, and I'm like, what? And then I realized, oh yeah, my dad said he's changing some of his furniture so I can have his old stuff to fill out the lounge that's just being redone. Oh, and then he goes, yeah, I'm a new fitter that he just hired for the shop. And I'm like, that's why I don't recognize you. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, carry on then. Just turn around and walk back to the bedroom without adding anything else. And honestly, he could have just been a really good liar. And I didn't even remember it had happened until quite a few hours after waking up from a fitful nap. So I do think it was maybe a poor way to deal with a potentially actually dangerous situation. But I was just so tired, guys. I was just so tired. You have no idea. Gerald, how are you doing? We don't want that extra health. Why did I pick up 2 money when I'm at cap money? Because I'm just really good at this game. Alright, let's grab synth oil. More damage is better. And boom. Nothing great. Nothing great. Nothing great. Nothing great. Nothing great. I'll get this just because it's going to be a permanently cheap one. And if we can keep getting some good stuff, might be okay. I'll give it one more go. Yeah, we'll take that. No, okay. Nothing great. I could try and get a good trinket. I don't know how worthwhile trinket farming is, or really what I'm even after. Does that even affect? Whoa! Jesus! I guess, you know, that trinket got me a bit of extra money because I wouldn't have been firing those bombs to see what it did in here otherwise. But is it really that one that's doing it? Because why would it do that? I don't actually understand. I guess we'll save the rest of the moolah for the final floor. There's no real reason to be using it here otherwise. Okay. Good God. Okay, my bombs are really going too quick. Like, genuinely, it's actually hard to hit things. I'm gonna drop this. Yeah, okay, so it was that. What? But it just gives you extra tier height, right? So why would that actually work like that? What are you? Credit card, pretty convenient. Given we're in greed mode, pretty convenient. I guess at least that's assuming the final shop is actually decent, which it might very well just categorically not be, but I guess we'll find out, right? We will definitely find out. I can pick up all the other money, doesn't really matter. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh no, I just picked it back up. I just picked it back up. That's all that happened there. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, ghosties. I can't hit you. I hate fighting enemies that are only attackable for a small amount of time with Dr. Fetus. It's really, really annoying. Like, really badly. Really annoying. Can you please just... Oh! Yay! I did it, guys. I did it. Don't you worry. I got this covered. I got this absolutely covered. Maybe it wasn't the worm then. Maybe I do just have bombs like this because they still seem to be moving really fast. I'm honestly not sure. Who else is there? Conquest? Yeah, we can deal with Conquest. Should be an easy conquest. Good times. Good times. Alright, double deal, Monstro 2, double Monstro 2? No, not double Monstro 2, but also the other thing that it came with, Ragman. Not really good, but, you know, orange, you glad it wasn't a harder fight, because it was an orange Ragman. That was the best I could do, and I know it might be fair to say, well then, don't do anything if that's the best, and, you know, to that I say, fair enough. Actually, fair enough. I can kind of get behind that. That's alright. Please die. Ooh, that bomb like kind of stuck. Why is that not an item that makes your bombs, as soon as they hit an enemy, they just stay hooked to them? And yeah, it's similar to sticky bombs with tears, but it makes your actual bombs just stick to an enemy until they explode. Or, better yet, just add that functionality. If you get Dr. Fetus and sticky bombs, your bombs will just stick themselves to anything that they happen to hit, be it a wall or the first enemy. That would be a kind of cool little interaction, right? And surprised that's not mod. Yes, I will take Book of Belial. Might as well have a little bit of an amp on the greed fight. Why the hell not? And we'll see what happens. I don't have an amazing amount of health, but I don't have a bad one either. So we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping for a last little boon of power on this floor. We'll see if we can get some extra. Wow, we really can't. We'll go in here just in case. Oh, that's actually really good. I am totally down with not having to do the final devil deal on this floor, because it's normally really irritating, especially with bombs, because there's just enemies everywhere most of the time. I can't believe I actually have to fight these spiders. I thought they would despawn. Okay, should have checked for a secret room. Admittedly, that was probably a mistake. Do I want to get the juice? I mean, it's damage up, and I do have a lot of moolah. I feel like I'm not going to regret this that much. I'll get common cold. Oh, I will get technology. Why not? And spoon bender. Oh my god, and compound fracture. This suddenly became kind of crazy. Forgot about the fact that rerolls obviously happen. I was proptosis. I mean, that'll make my bombs really powerful, but not my laser. And my laser's now homing, so then again, the laser against greed isn't that useful. I don't actually know what the correct thing to do is here. But now I am really happy that everything is homing, because it means I can just kind of fire my bombs and they're not going to super backfire. Yep, this is working out, guys. I can definitely tell you that as far as things go, this is working out. Every blast of the laser is so damaging. And the bombs now are kind of sticking to everything that they get to and not just coming back at me. Oh, ho, ho. Die, all who stand before me. Die. Oh, I don't know what to do about proptosis. I don't know how it affects bombs. I really don't. I don't know if I just reroll or if I take it, because I will be fighting greed like this, just firing bomb after bomb after bomb, so laser after laser after laser does get him. So maybe in that instance, it might suddenly be worth it. I mean, we've only got enough money for 2 more items, and I am pretty hurt. I'm not going to risk it. I think we can, even if we just end up with a little bit of health. Didn't that jar already appear? Okay, I guess we'll get the challenge belt and look for a superior item. I guess I will grab a little chub. Ooh, that could have been worse. And then we get magician, so we can double home. Everyone loves double homing, guys. Obviously, that's the solution here. Yeah, we did actually end up with quite an awesome little bit of synergy here. Does compound fracture actually do that to bombs? Because if so, I'm going to deeply regret my haste to just wildly fire off explosives. But don't try and tell me that if you suddenly gain the power to freely generate explosives with your mind and launch them at things, that you would not go a little bit, ha ha ha, boom, 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 until you accidentally blew up something that you cared about, or, you know, like a family member or something silly. And then you'd be like, oh, yes. Don't just wantonly fire explosives. I'm with you now. I am with you. Yeah, look at this. I can just chain fire them, which does let me keep firing the technology, which means that this was a pretty good decision. Like, I'm actually just dominating him. I don't even see him, and I'm dominating him. And the thing is, based on the way that the technology curves, I can kind of see where he is and just keep adjusting where my bombs need to go for actually hitting him. Like, how well does that work out? I am a big fan of that. Some of my bombs do seem to be stacking up together, and I'm not actually sure why they're doing that. But I'm very much happy that they are. Let's just use another Book of Belial, just because I can at this point. So the advantage here is I can stay at such a safe distance from him that it's really hard for me to actually get hit by something. Okay, good. I paused for a moment, because normally as soon as you say a sentence like that is when you immediately get, you know, absolutely clobbered by something. So one can never be too careful. Absolutely not. One can never, ever be too careful. Keep the pain rolling. Keep the pain rolling. Oh, yes. Keep the pain rolling. He is getting absolutely melted. Even the poison is having a really, really wonderful time. And now we go all the way down here. Ow! That's the first time I hit myself, which admittedly... Oh, no! How did that one do that? Suddenly, we're having a disaster. That sucks. Why did that one suddenly? What is going on? Are you trying to tell me that this reckless non-stop bomb firing is backfiring? Come on! Don't be crazy! No, don't heal. Don't heal. Don't heal. Die. Yes. Yes! I don't have a lot of health to try and bring this home with, though. So that's something I am concerned about. We should, in theory, kill him really quickly. Well, not super quickly, but, you know, effectively. Right? We should kill him effectively. But I don't know if that's the case. Oh, God. Oh, come on! Nowhere near that bomb! Oh, no! Oh, no! This is the last will and testament of Eve a la Isaac. I thought to myself firing explosions non-stop would be a good idea. It was not a good idea. And consequently, my life was brought to a close. And I want everyone to know that I loved you. My time here was well spent. And I have zero regrets, apart from the one major regret of not firing as many bombs as I... Alright guys, like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time! Probably played that a little bit too recklessly, but at the same time, does anyone else have this, like, I don't need to win the run because there's nothing to unlock, and greed is just, so much health to get through, so, you know, does anyone else kind of have that? I kind of do in greed mode. I don't really care about the greed fight. I just want to have fun with it and then die or kill him. Maybe? I don't know. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. A goodbye.
Rage Gaming with the video float.
But that's all that's really relevant at the mo, but I'm still gonna leave this up so you patrons know that I love you even though the outro's no longer that kind of relevant. But the new one's being worked on and it's gonna be a truly badass song, and don't worry, I won't be doing any rapping on it. I'm gonna go now. This was shit.